test your deep-seated human wiring before you start a whole company about it.
I think this is a segmentation problem in that I personally suspect there are some people who'd be really into this and the people that CrossFit and maybe some people like myself who don't want to compete when they exercise.
That's a really good point. It actually takes a small number of people to start developing segmentation. You talk to users and you get the hints of segmentation there.
Exactly. I'm so glad we're talking about this. And that's why I see this as a virtuous cycle. It's a problem. We work on our approach to the problem. We work on a solution.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
And along the way, the thing that drives me nuts in a product environment is I hate the idea of the isolated genius that just came up with some idea and then is out there to spray and pray at a market. I know that's really common. We both live in California and it's really common, but it does not work. You got lucky. If that was your process and then it somehow turned into a great business, like you totally got lucky because that is just not how it works. There's give and take and there is process around what you build and what the market is and what you pay. That's that triad that I personally have seen a lot of power in. And that's why I thought it would be so interesting to talk to you, Jay, because I feel like you're thinking about this very similarly, but your work is really different. And so it's been super cool to learn from 100%. You and to hear about how you're approaching this, because it makes me want to go test a bunch of other ideas too. I've heard you say that ideation is not part of your process, which is super interesting and maybe really shocking to a lot of people. Tell us more about what you mean.
We're the only design methodology that doesn't have ideation as a step. So when I started doing design thinking, I was lured in by the sticky notes. You know, the people with the walls of sticky notes and you're like brainstorming wonderful ideas. And there's all these beautiful screenshots of people in giant offices. And they're all like being creative on sticky notes. And I was like, this is what design is going to be. Like that was the first hour. And then the rest was boring meetings over sticky notes, moving things around and having endless discussions.
I totally agree with you. I think the post-it note ideation is just what you do in a corporate environment. There is something around a problem you want to solve. It's the gap between the problem you want to solve and the solution. To me, the way to actually get there is not a straight line or like straight lines and pivots. It's elliptical if you're doing it right. You are generally moving in the right direction, but you're going to go back in time sometimes too.